Hello and welcome to the Traffic Cop Academy. Today I'm going to show you an exciting new feature in the follow-up area of Traffic Cop. But before we jump right into the new stuff, let's look at what you're accustomed to in the follow-up area of Traffic Cop. As you know, this is where you assemble a list of people and this is where you create your letters. And you can see the format. You've got the merge fields up top, or the placeholders as they're called, and a fairly simple text area underneath. And this is what you've been accustomed to working with. Now, here's what the new stuff looks like. You still assemble your list of people in the same fashion as you've become accustomed to. And here's a letter now. Let's look at the subtle differences. Some of them not so subtle, actually. You can see up top that you can make things bold. You can use italics, underline. You can change your margins. There's all sorts of new features that you can take care of right here in this new feature in Traffic Cop. Look at this, for example. Let's make that bold. That's something you certainly couldn't have done before. Let's make it italics while we're at it too. And you can see that you can do all sorts of things with your placeholder fields now. They're much more descriptive than they were before. There's more of them. For instance, you'll see that address block over here. That replaces doing it one thing by one line at a time. And you can see it's much tidier. It takes up a lot less screen estate on your actual display area here. Email, same thing. But the emails actually are HTML now, which is hypertext markup language. And you can see that you can still go in here and change font sizes. You can do all sorts of things. You can change your page setup. You can also export this document, by the way. Okay, so let's look at importing a document. In this instance, we're going to import a Word document, but as you can see from this drop down, there are many other formats you can import as well. But let's go ahead and import this Jeep Club document, which was made in Word, and we're going to import that right in here to Traffic Cop, and I'll show you what we can do with that. Okay, here's the document, and as you can see, it's got the dealership logo up top, and it's got a picture of a Jeep right here, but you can see the formatting is a little off. Watch how this is. We can format it right here in Traffic Cop. We'll change the size of this image. We'll move this text box up like so, and we're going to move this coupon image up like so, and let's move this up as well. This is one big box, and we're still not quite sized right, so we're going to change things just a little bit more up here. But you can see the tremendous flexibility that you have in this editor. We'll place this in the middle, move this up too. So we'll move a few other things around here, get everything lined up properly so that it works correctly for the margins in Traffic Cop. And there we are. That's finished. So now we're going to save that. Now, just as before, if you want to create a list of people that are going to get this letter, you go into your follow-up area, select your various criteria, add to list. There they are. Hit the print letter button and they'll pop up on your screen with that Jeep letter ready to roll. And here it is, and you'll see that the merge features are on there, and you can look at the actual merged records one right after the other. And when you're ready, just hit the print button, which we're not going to do right now, but you hit the print button and off you go. You're done. Well, let's move out of this for right now and not print it at this point, and let's look at something else, and that would be emails. Well, here's an email that's quite involved. It's got pictures of vehicles on here and so forth, and it's even got a hyperlink to the dealership's website. So from this point, you can, if you wish, you can click the email button, and this particular email will go to the list of people that you've selected in your follow-up area based on the criteria that you have chosen. Well, before we wrap it up here, let's talk about one other feature that's near and dear to salespeople using Traffic Cop, and that is the ability to, in a single record environment, to be able to send a letter. And of course, you can still do this, but there are a couple of subtle differences. If we select a letter here, we'll say a rep thank you letter, and we hit the OK button, you'll notice that the pencil that used to be here before for editing that letter has gone. And the reason for that is that if you wish to edit this letter, you can edit it right here in the screen environment. So you can change anything you want to change in this particular letter, and when you print this letter using this function right here, it will print whatever changes you have in the particular letter. What you don't want to do is save it by hitting the close button over here, because that's going to save the stored letter. Lastly, here's another feature that salespeople will find useful. If you want to insert an image, you hit File, Image, and you're going to select the image wherever it is. In this case, you've selected this image right here, and you hit the Open button, and now it's inserted in your letter in Traffic Cop. Here's a busy sales professional. We're going to resize the image, and it's that simple. Now you can save your letter, or you can send this letter just like so, print it and send it to the customer. Well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this update, and we look forward to keeping you posted on future developments in Traffic Cop. Thank you.